Hey, it's Mike here, and I just want to say thank you for reading and listening to Youth Pastor Theologian. If you've been giving to Youth Pastor Theologian's ministry, I want to thank you and just give you a short word of overview of what's happened in the last year and a small glimpse into what I'm hoping and praying will happen in 2025. Over the course of 2024, somehow 40% of our online audience, that's through our blog and our podcast, 40% of our online audience is from outside of the United States. I keep hearing from youth workers in these far off places that are hard to get to and that are hard to reach, from youth workers, usually who are volunteer or bivocational, sending me messages thanking me for the blog and for the podcast, saying that because we put Bible and theology first and then draw out principles about how to evangelize and disciple teenagers, that they're able to make that shift in their own ministry context, even though it's very different from Massachusetts, where I am, and from where a lot of our blog readers are, our blog writers are, that our content is uniquely helpful in a wide, diverse range of youth ministries, literally around the world. And I know that that's kind of just what people say at this time of year, but it's true. I could tell you stories about people I've talked to over Zoom, people who I've corresponded with over email. And so, yeah, it's really incredible that the international reach of what's happening here is so much bigger than what I initially ever envisioned. So, yes, our primary audience is still Americans. But I never envisioned this global ministry when I bought the domain name of Youth Pastor Theologian, and I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to come alongside and to support all these youth workers who are burdened for the next generation, who are praying and hoping to call the teenagers in their communities, wherever they are, right, to call them into lifelong faith in Jesus Christ. That's what we're working towards. That's what we're praying for. That's why we're pursuing theological renewal in youth ministry. Not because we want to just make little like systematic theologians in the youth room. Nothing wrong with systematic theology. But we're not just trying to make theology nerds, right? We're trying to make Christians. And my burden is I think a lot of youth ministries really are talking very little about God. They're talking very little about what does it mean to be a Christian. This should not be a strange question for us to ask. If you want to teach just basic Christianity to teenagers, there's shockingly few resources out there to help you do that. And that's crazy. So we're standing in the gap and we're advocating for a theological renewal in youth ministry. Two things I want to highlight for you that we're working on for 2025. The biggest requests that I get from youth workers is about curriculum. How can I teach things like the Apostles' Creed to teenagers? Where can I find a good curriculum for youth about the attributes of God? These are basic things about like who is God and what is he like? And how are we teaching this to teenagers? So we're working on a YPT curriculum. It's under development currently, and I'm hoping to release that near the end of this school year. And the other thing is that we're releasing officially a rollout for our day-long teaching workshop, and we're launching an online cohort. So those two things go together. There are two different approaches of accomplishing the same vision, which is we want to train youth workers, whether you're full-time, bivocational, or volunteer. We want to train you to be able to teach the Bible, to be able to teach theologically with confidence, with depth, with clarity, in a way that teenagers can hear you and say, wow, I get it. And that's incredible. God is beautiful and I love him. That's what we're after. That's what we're aiming for. And so this curriculum and these training opportunities are going to come together to come alongside with our blog and our podcast, which we're continuing. And so, yeah, I'm just really thankful for this ministry. I'm really thankful for the youth pastor theologian community and for you who are giving to support this ministry. We are in need of new supporters, of monthly supporters, maybe even of some current supporters to increase their amount of support. Because as the ministry grows, so does our financial need. And we want to be a financially stable ministry so that we can know what opportunities can we say yes to, what do we need to say not yet to, and what do we frankly have to turn down because we just don't have the resources and the funding to be able to say yes to these incredible opportunities that I'm getting. And your giving will enable Youth Pastor Theologian and my team to be able to have clarity about what we can undertake and how to deploy those resources to youth workers around the country and internationally as well. So whether or not you can give $250 a month, or if you can give $25 a month, give what the Lord leads and prompts you to give. That is my request. If He tells you don't give, if you pray about it and you don't have settledness about giving, then don't give. This is not a guilt trip. But I do want to invite you to earnestly pray about how you can give and financially support theological renewal and youth ministry, and give that because youth pastor theologian needs it, and we need your partnership, we need your help, we need your prayers. Again, I'm so thankful for you. I'm thankful for this ministry, and I'm just just amazed at what the Lord is doing. So thank you for listening to my rambling, and this is not the video I originally intended to make, but I'm really grateful for you, for your partnership, and for your prayers and for your support. Thanks so much.